Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today we are not going to be working on the expansion table like we've been doing quite a lot here recently on the channel, but instead we're actually going to be working on that sand green building right there. I've gotten a lot of feedback on that building since I first made that video about it, and a lot of you have suggested that I make it an antique store, an art gallery, or even a pharmacy, but actually the idea that I'm going to go with is a flower shop. And I think that's a really great idea. So thank you to whoever suggested that. But let's pull it out of the city and get started working on it. And so before we get started on today's video, I just want to let you guys know that next week I'm going to be doing another Q&A. So if there's any questions that you want to ask me about the city or about the tables or about how I edit the videos or literally anything, just drop a comment down below on this video and I will be sure to answer it next week. So without me talking too much, let's jump right back into the video and see how this building turns out. All right, so this is what the building currently looks like, and this is what we had built in that previous video here. I quite like it so far. I do want to switch out this front section here to make it a bunch of plants. I think that would really help tie it in that it is a flower shop. And then on the second floor and the potential third floor, I would like to make it an apartment. And so I think that's the way to go. Obviously, the sides are pretty boring, so they don't need, because they're going to be up against other buildings, so there doesn't need to be too much detail there. But on the back here is, at the moment, just a door, and that is pretty much it. So it's 16 studs wide, and it's actually 19 studs deep. So it's a pretty interesting size there, but I think we can make it work, and I think we can improve this a lot. So let me get out some pieces, and we'll get to work. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to start with today was actually the area under the window here. I wasn't happy with the grill tiles that were under it before, and so I changed that out. I wanted to use curved slopes, but I didn't have enough, so I ended up just using cheese slopes and plates and tiles to get the same effect, and I think it looks pretty good here, and I'm quite happy with this actually, and I'm going to go in and add flowers on top of the dirt and the leaves as well. I think that could look pretty good. And then on the inside here, I finished off the floor. I put a dark gray plate in the back for maybe like a back room or something. I didn't have enough dark tan, unfortunately, so we're using dark gray, but I think it looks all right. That's pretty much it so far, but I do also want to take a look at the back door as well. I want to fix the tile above that because I'm not super happy with that. So let me get to work and I'll show you guys what else I come up with. All right, so I've made a bit of progress on the second floor, mainly on the front of the building, but we'll get to that in just a second here. I want to focus on the back first. I swapped up that tile for a curved slope piece here. I don't love it, and I think I'm going to add cheese slopes on the top of it, but I don't know what else to do here. Yeah, so this is still tentative. I'm not super happy with this, but I just wanted to put something there that made me feel a little bit better than just a tile. And then the window here is pretty simple. I do want to add a little bit more detail. That's why there is snot bricks here. But I think that looks all right, and it looks fine. This is the back of the building, so you're hardly ever going to see this. So I'm not super worried about adding too much detail back here. And also for the sides, I might end up replacing it with white brick, which is why I have all these bags of stuff here. But I'm thinking I might swap out some of these bricks for white, especially if you're not going to see them from either side once there's buildings next to it, because I don't have many sand green bricks left. I got a lot of 1x6 bricks off of the pick-a-brick wall a long time ago, and I used most of them for this. I have a couple left and then, a little handful over here, but for the most part, this is all of the ones that I have, and that is definitely not enough to finish a third floor. So, and I would like to get a third floor if I can. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, so this is unfortunately going to have to change, I think. But you're not going to see it from the outside anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But now for the part that I'm actually kind of happy with, surprisingly, is the front here. We're just going to kind of give you a second here to take a look at it. But I'm pretty happy with this. I like the masonry bricks. I want to make some of these sand green, but I don't have any in sand green, so they're going to have to stay light gray for now. And the little vine growing up the side here I think looks good, and then I showed this last time. But this is what I wanted to actually talk about here. I wanted to make a brick-built sign for the flower shop, and I wanted to make a a nice flower here. I know there's already a flower shop in the city with the one from Assembly Square, but I thought it'd be a nice challenge to do this, and I thought it would be, pretty good to have a second one, and it would just be nice. And I thought this style of building fit that pretty well. And so I got to work on creating a sign here, and I actually ended up using a guitar piece in red. Let me see if I can pull this out. And so I used a guitar piece in red and then a clip, and then I just put a couple leaves on it. And I think that looks great. To be honest with you, I do need to add a black 1x2 tile right in there. But overall, I think that looks really, really good. And I'm happy with that. I don't love the red coming down here, but that doesn't really bother me, I don't think. I think this looks pretty good overall. And I'm happy with it. It does kind of look like a flower to me, but I just think it's interesting part usage. And so that is pretty much it for that, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to highlight that because I thought it was pretty cool. And then this brick is not going to stay here. This is just a placeholder so that I can get the windows to the right height here. I do need to grab more 1x2x3 windows. I should have more, so I just need to grab those and add them in, and then figure out what I'm doing down here as well as down here, because I want to also add windows here. And then the third floor might have a balcony in one of these two spots, but I guess we'll see. I have no idea what is going to go here, to be honest with you. I have a bunch of random types of pieces out on the table right now. I'm actually not even on the build table. I'm on the Lego City because the Ferris wheel that I've been trying to place in the city is on the build table right now. So I don't have space to build over there. So I'm just hijacking this part of the city for the time being. But I think this looks pretty good overall. Obviously, this one break is going to change, like I said, but I think this is off to a really good start. All right, so this is what I've come up with here for the second floor. I haven't changed out the walls yet, but I think I'm going to have to do that if I want to make this 3 floors tall, which I would like to if I can. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, but I haven't done that yet. I went ahead and I put this window in. I don't love the exposed studs down here, but there's nothing I can really do about that. This is a similar style as that, so I think this looks pretty good, and then I just want to go in and add some foliage on that. And then instead of there's a bit of a strange thing here because of the brackets that are holding up the sign here. And so I had to do a little bit of extra work in here and make the windows just a tiny bit shorter. But I put a AC unit in, like a little vent here, and I think that looks okay. I tried 2x2 plates, but it didn't look that great. So I just went with the 1x4, and then I just put some leaves underneath it to kind of help blend it with the sign just a tiny bit better. And overall, I think that looks pretty good. And so now what I want to do is go in and fix up the sidewalls here, make them white, or at least part of them white, and then we can finish the second floor. We can start the third. All right, so I went ahead and I had swapped out the bricks on each of the sidewalls here for white, and that actually saved me a number of bricks here. And so now I'm starting to make the third floor here. Unfortunately, this is actually, so I accidentally put studs open here, so I'm gonna have to fix that probably under this, just so I don't have to move that 2x4 brick, just because I don't have anything else for it. But this is all I have for the third floor so far, and I was really hoping I could finish this building today, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to because I'm out of 1x2 bricks, and I already started trying to substitute them in here with 1x1 bricks and 1x1 snot bricks, but I don't like how this looks from the front, to be honest with you. So I'm going to take those out before the end of the video, but this is what we're working with so far. And I think the balcony is going to go here. I think that could look pretty cool. I don't know. We're gonna try this out here and see how it goes, but I don't know how much farther I can get because this is all I have left here. So yeah, it's not doing too good, but we're going to make do with what we have, and we're going to see where it takes us. All right, so this is as far as I could get. This is all the 1x6 bricks that I had. So unfortunately, that is about as far as I can get today. And I don't have any more bricks for the middle here or 1x2 bricks for the sides here. I have a couple more masonry bricks, but I don't want to put them in a row here. I don't think it'd look very good. So I want to kind of space them out like I've been doing over on the other 2 floors. And so that is going to wrap that up then. This is as far as I can get. And like I said, I thought we were going to finish this building today, but unfortunately not. And so I guess that just means we'll have one more video in this little build series here to call it done. But I'm pretty happy with this so far, and my plans for the third floor are to have a little balcony here and then just the roof, I think. And I'm pretty happy with this overall. I think it looks good. And I really like the sign, and I like the vine and all the detail on the second floor here. I do still need to go in and add some flowers here, but that's not a big deal. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress that we made today, and it's really starting to shape up. I might actually put the Lego store here. I was kind of thinking about it, and I don't know what else would go here, so I might just take the Lego store off of the base plate again and put that here. I've done that probably like 3 times in the last 2 weeks, so it's kind of annoying, but the progress is definitely worth it, and so I don't mind taking that off the base plate and putting it here. So that overall, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what I did, make sure to like the video and subscribe, as well as click the bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. If you guys have any feedback for me on this building, and if there's anything that you want to see on the interior of this, I know it's going to be a flower shop on the first floor, but the top 2 floors are completely open, so if there's something that you want to see, make sure to drop a comment down below to let me know. I didn't focus on interiors during this video. I wanted to get the exterior done, but interiors and the finalized details of the exterior will be completed in the next video where we tackle this. And so seriously, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.